Good evening, Dr. Jayanti.
Yes. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you? Sure, you are very busy.
Little bit, sir. To complete this FDA for 5 days.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm doing good, sir.
எல்லாமே முடிச்சிட்டேன்மா. எனக்கு இப்ப எனக்கு என்ன தெரியும்,
Good afternoon, all. Participants, kindly wait. The session will begin in a few minutes.
Vijay sir, shall we start, sir?
Yes, we can start if we are ready.
Yes.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. I now call Miss Atalya R, Research Scholar, PSG College of Arts and Science, to give the welcome address. Respected guests, esteemed faculty members, and distinguished participants, a very good afternoon to all of you. As we delve into the third day of the Faculty Development Program, let passion guide your curiosity, resilience fuel your perseverance, and collaboration amplify your impact. Embrace the opportunity to learn, grow, and inspire. Your dedication today shapes the leaders and innovators of tomorrow. Welcome, and let the spirit of continuous learning illuminate your path to greatness. It gives me immense pleasure and honor to extend a warm welcome to each one of you on this third day of their International Faculty Development Program. Over the past 2 days, we had the privilege in engaging in insightful sessions and valuable knowledge sharing. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our management, our principal, our vice principal, and our esteemed speaker, and participants of your active involvement and enthusiasm throughout this International Faculty Development Program. Your presence has been instrumental in making this event a resounding success. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you. Let's make the most of this opportunity for learning and growth. Thank you. I invite Mr. Rajkumar Sir, PSG College of Arts and Science, to introduce the chief guest for the day.
Warm greetings, sir. It is a privilege Professor Vijay Singh is our most accomplished scholar, educator with over 32 years of experience in teaching English language, linguistics. His full-time teaching career at St. Aloysius College, Jabalpur. Educative English. He retired as an associate professor of English language and linguistics from during his 14 years of service at Jabalpur University. He edited books, cross-cultural pragmatics, and Tessot and conduct workshops at 26 international conferences, and also delivered 12 webinars and for an Indian student working in Oman. And he is currently supervising another doctor. Served as an external examiner evaluating 42 PhD theses and 10 more. He has been serving as an editorial board of 8 Eric, EBSCO, etc. for last 15 years. Dr. Vijay has 7 international nominations and
international not-for-profit
not-for-profit
English scholars
English
beyond
scholars
borders.
beyond borders.
A great teacher inspires and disseminates knowledge.
Players and disseminates knowledge even more than ever. We have with us we are extremely happy to listen to Dr. Vijay sir and wish everyone to have wonderful learning.
Hello. Hello.
Sir, now the forum is open for you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay. Are the PPTs visible?
Not yet, sir.
Can you see the slides?
We are not able to see the slide, sir.
Now,
The slide is appearing, sir. Yes, sir. Both your videos and slide is showing up.
okay. So, thank you, Dr. Rajkumar, for very generous introduction that you gave about me. Before I begin my talk, at the outset, I would like to congratulate and thank the organizers and the FDP committee members for conceptualizing, developing, and conducting this important and useful 5 days faculty development program on exploration of literature, research, and teaching strategies. In particular, I would like to thank Dr. Brinda, HOD of English Department, and Dr. Jayanti, one of the organizing secretaries, who contacted and roped me in to deliver this talk. I would also like to thank the technical team, which is doing. Third is creative research. Let us look at each one by one. First, empirical research. In this type of research, data collection is at the center stage, where data is systematically collected by only form of research, data-driven, which is not fully correct, which is a fallacy. We will look at how little later. In data-driven empirical studies, two methods of data collection are involved: quantitative method and qualitative method. Quantitative data is mainly collected through questionnaires involving closed questions such as multiple choice questions, true and false questions, yes and no questions, and the popular scales used for quantitative data collection are social distance scale of Bogardus, which was developed in 1926, Likkert's attitude scale, which is more common nowadays, which was developed in 1932, Osgood's semantic differential scale, which was developed in 1964. Statistical procedures are followed to analyze the quantitative data. The use of quantitative research design, let us talk about this. Quantitative research design is used in large-scale studies where the sample size is huge, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 people. According to Tannen and Hamilton, 2001, and it was printed again in 2003, this book, proponents of quantitative studies often argue that the best way of compensating for wide variation within the population to be studied is to include very large numbers of subjects and then go for average. The large numbers are seen as means to greater generalization of the findings of the study. Thus, quantitative studies try to prove something based on the generalized findings from the large data. We don't focus on individual person or the item. It's an average of a huge, big number of population. There is the second one, qualitative data. Qualitative data collection is inductive in nature, which involves the process of gaining information and meaning through interviews, focused discussions, studying authentic documents, texts, pictures, maps, historical sites, monuments, artifacts, and even exploratory visits, field visits. These are the sources for data collection in qualitative data collection. And when we do research on literature, we actually use qualitative method. The use of qualitative research design. Qualitative research design is used for small-scale studies in contrast with quantitative studies where extreme variation that exists within the population makes it likely that large-scale studies simply average out these large differences, and the averages found, therefore, are actually not representative of the population in any meaningful way. This is Tannen and Hamilton. For this reason, qualitative studies try to learn something by being able to investigate the population of a small-scale study in a more in-depth fashion. The use of qualitative research design. Qualitative research design is predicated on a case study research approach whereby the researcher is able to build abstractions, concepts, hypotheses, and theories from details and deeper understanding or understandings of the population of the study. In view of this, case studies and small-scale studies are seen as being able to investigate in a more in-depth fashion the interrelationships among a variety of discursive and social factors, leading to a well-grounded research questions and methodologies that can be used in subsequent large-scale studies. Now, mixed method research design. Third one. Mixed method research design involves both the quantitative as well as qualitative data. If the analytical results and findings of both quantitative data and qualitative data are triangulated and juxtaposed, the study becomes comprehensive, more insightful, and credible because of triangulation of results. So far, we have discussed the realm of empirical research, the first type. As mentioned before, there are two other forms of research in addition to empirical research. Let us also discuss the remaining two. Second one is reflective research. This type of research can be described as systematic and critical thinking research, in which the findings of empirical research are the starting point from other researches for review and argument about the educational issues involved. Now, in this type of research, field workers in the sweat and toil of data collection may criticize, may castigate these reflective researchers as the work of armchair theorists, which is more than a replay of the age-old battle between doers and thinkers. Doers say thinkers don't do anything. They sit in armchairs, use our data, and do and claim their work as legitimate research. However, both empirical research and reflective research are important and both are needed. Third one is creative research. This type of research is related to devising new systems, the development of novel solutions, and the form is creating something totally new. Like, for example, new vaccine, new methodology. So there is no prior history for that. Now, after discussing 3 different realms of research, now let us move on to the interface between research, scholarship, and education. Boyer, 1990, highlights the importance of teaching as research and identifies 4 kinds of academic activity as part of scholarship. First one, the scholarship of discovering knowledge. Second one, the scholarship of integrating knowledge. Third, the scholarship of applying knowledge. And fourth, the scholarship of teaching. The credibility of teaching and learning has become an integral part of the academic's research endeavor in the modern system of education for the community of scholars at universities, colleges, and institutes of higher education and learning. We are part of it. In the context of internationalization of education and heavy competition for regional and international rankings, the research has solidified itself as a predominant demonstration of scholarly endeavor. And it has become the cornerstone both for faculty recognition and also for the university or the college renown. Thus, therefore, the threefold chord of teaching, applied scholarship, which is serving as a teacher, and research gives the modern academy its clarity of purpose, with research being the strongest bind. It binds the other two. Given the high importance of research, it is worth discussing as to what are the standards which are actually the principles and parameters that governments in the process of evaluation takes shape. This is by Glassick, Huber, and Meroff, 1997. So what are those scientific standards? That is the principles and parameters of developing, demonstrating, and evaluating quality in research and scholarship. So a common sequence of events that holds true for all the activities that are praised as works of legitimate scholarship are the following 6 tenets, 6 standards. We can also call them principles and parameters. These are also parameters. First one is clear goals. Second one, adequate preparation. Third one, appropriate methods. Fourth, significant results. 5, effective presentation. 6, reflective critique. The above mentioned 6 standards collectively provide, togetherly they provide a powerful conceptual framework that can be used for the authentic development and also the authentic evaluation of works of legitimate scholarship. And therefore, please mute your mic, somebody is speaking. And therefore, this conceptual framework can be equally helpful and effective for the presentation, for the preparation and development. Define these standards of scholarship, Glassick, Huber, and Meroff. They ask the following questions within each category that are counted as the basic tenets of legitimate scholarship and research. So let us look at one by one. So when we are developing research, we can test them, judge them following these standards. Clear goals. What do we mean? Does the scholar state the basic purpose of his or her research work clearly? We need to check this as a researcher and also as an evaluator. Does the scholar define objectives that are realistic and achievable? If they are not realistic, if they are not achievable, too ambitious, then it will collapse. It will mislead. Does the scholar identify important questions in the field of undertaken research? Number 2, adequate preparation. How to ensure, how to judge it. Does the scholar show an understanding of existing scholarship in the field? Does the scholar bring the necessary skills to his or her research work? Does the scholar bring together the necessary resources to meet the project forward? Fourth one, appropriate methods. Does the scholar last one, does the scholar critically evaluate his